So Donald Trump and other fascists want to fash. Are you surprised? Let's listen.
As part of our new credentialing...
Let's turn it up first. Let's turn it up and then let's listen. What do you say? You say we do something like that, huh?
Body for teachers.
Let's try it over.
As part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique.
So, fascism. I mean, this is just propaganda. If you don't think this is anti-free speech, then I don't understand how you value free speech. Like, you can't be having the government endorse a lifestyle. It literally can't. You can't be having them tell you how to live your life ever. And nobody should ever listen to this. You can pass whatever the fuck you want. No. This is anti-freedom of speech. It just is. You can't only recognize some people that exist. Some people disagree. Male and female. Okay, cool. Male and female. Sure. But I'm a woman. I'm a male, but I'm a woman. Sure. Fuck it. Like, fuck off. It doesn't matter. Fuck these people. Everything burns.
I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent.
This is such a good way to get leftists to vote against these people, though. Like, I mean, it really helps. It really helps mobilize people. Like, just play this back. They're gonna run on this shit. They're gonna lose on this shit. This isn't the whole thing. I have a whole other clip that we'll watch too. Like, this isn't. The Republican base has gotten to a point where they only do culture war stuff, right? I feel like the general public is so fucking over listening to this kind of shit. Like, we can call it genocidal, like, steps. Absolutely. Like, anytime you try to out other people like this and try to enforce some kind of draconian law, like, it's just not going to happen, man. I don't foresee the safety of Republicans being a reliable thing for them if they continue to push this kind of stuff and succeed. I don't see their safety being guaranteed in any space if you start, like, legislating against a very large minority group. It just, like, it's not a threat. I just, like, think about during Trump's tenure, right? It got worse and worse every year, and the left literally started taking city blocks. Good luck. Good luck, fascists. They're a plank length away from saying start cutting the tall trees. Yeah. People like this guy only go out in one of two ways. Embarrassingly, like an old man, or reaping what they sow.
The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent.
Wow, he sounds like he really has a grasp of this topic.
No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today.
Just a lie.
When the radical left invented it just a few years ago.
Okay. I believe that's right here. I believe so.
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth.
Mutilation.
On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care.
Yeah. Just good luck. People aren't going to put up with this kind of shit. It just isn't going to happen. So gender-affirming care could mean a lot of fucking things. For the record, it might not even just affect trans people. Like, pretty quickly you can see, like, what hormones are used for. Like, my mom got a hysterectomy for medical purposes as an adult, right? But what if you need that as a young person for some reason? It's already really hard if you have non-dick parts to get medical care accurately in this country because of people like this guy. Anyway, they're all fucking dying, for the record. All of these people, like, look how old he is. He's fucking dying. He's on his way out. They're not going to live forever. All these people are dying that really give a shit about this. If they force people to make them do so sooner, that's on them. That is on them. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to get some extreme individuals who I totally do not condone. I almost said I totally condone, which would not have been accurate. It would be bad for me to say that I would condone that, so I would never do it, and I don't. But, I mean, that's what you invite when you start attacking minority groups. And I don't foresee this going well for any of them. I do foresee it going poorly, especially in, like, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Like, I do see it bad for trans people in those spaces for sure. Idaho comes to mind. And it already was. But I think this is just a loser topic. Most people know trans people, openly trans people at this point. You could say it's like only 1% of people. No, it's fucking not. It just fucking isn't. Like, interact with people. It isn't just 1%. Like, most people don't really align with, like, old school gender identity like this. This happens all the time, dude. This is a cycle, a human cycle. People grow up, they don't like something about the old generation that raised them, and then they get crotchety, and they get mad about that, and then they finally get institutional power in the last years of their life, and they fight really hard against whatever change is about to come. I don't foresee my age group doing that as badly, but I do foresee it happening still. And then the Zoomers, I see it happening even less. And then by the time whatever the generation is after that, man, I don't even know. Like, why does it matter? Like, who are you preserving this for? They say protect the children. From what? Living their own lives? The lives that the children are telling you that they want to live? Protecting children from themselves? They're saying, Mom, Dad, it makes me feel happier when you refer to me as they. It just makes me feel better. What parent, I know lots do, what parent can listen to their kid, genuinely talk to them, and say, it makes me feel good or bad when you do this? Not a lot of parents will just be like, I don't give a fuck. Some will, obviously. And I mean, fuck them. They don't deserve to be part of your life. Cut them out of your life if they are like that whenever you can. Genuinely. I have. It's very great. High recommend, no regrets whatsoever. I'm not the type of person that would possibly regret cutting a shitty person out of my life. And you shouldn't be either. And so the people that don't have families are going to vote for this. Or the people that have estrangements in their families are going to vote for this. But guess what? Who's voting against that? Everybody else that knows those people. This is a losing policy on the national level, and they're going to get hammered. I know this is scary, but I don't think this wins. I don't think this wins for normies. Maybe they see it pull well, but I just don't think this is, like, they know they're trans fucking people in their families. And, like, not everybody has support, but not everybody has abject fucking lack of support. You know what I mean? Even some people have like one half of their parents are trying to help, and there's divorces that have like trans kids, especially now, have more support than they ever have, which is not, the bar that we should be reaching, but still more support than they ever have. And it's like it doesn't feel like, at least in America, in like I've talked to conservative people that don't give a shit about trans people. And I don't mean like flippantly. I mean they're like, yeah, I don't know why people are freaking out about this. It doesn't matter to me. Like, live however you want. I knew this person growing up that was trans. I didn't give a fuck. Like there might be a little microaggressive and shit, but they really aren't voting on this issue. Like, it doesn't matter to them. Like, yeah. It's actually the first positive take. I mean, it's obviously worrisome, but like, fuck them. You do not have to listen to them. It is not constitutional for them to do this. A massive wave of freedom of speech is like this is just fascist playbook stuff. Fuck these people. They don't deserve safety. They don't deserve comfort. Anyway.
Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe
Did Chris
this?
Rufo write this?
I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age.
At any age. At any age. Fascinating. You think this is so? It's not just about the children, is it? Any age.
To permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used.
I mean, like, look at this. This isn't freedom of speech. This is literally not constitutional. You can't violate this, or else you lose a lot of fucking people fast. And I mean, like, literally, he would lose control of the country overnight. Of course, it's never been about the kids. Of course not. It's always been about culture war shit. They just want control in whatever way they can grab it, right? And if they think that the thing that they're arguing about and bitching about, like, he doesn't really give a fuck who this hurts. Like, it isn't actually an attack. Like, they don't actually like fucking like think about this. It's more nefarious than that. It's not that they fucking hate you and vibrate. Some do, obviously. Donald Trump fucking doesn't. He doesn't think about this shit. He wants votes. He wants power. And he's using it. It's worse. It's worse than they give a shit about you a lot. It's that you're a fucking pawn in the power game. No, they just don't know. The lefties have always been right about these pieces of shit. Always.
Used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Furthermore, I will...
Yeah, I mean, the federal government already doesn't take care of health care. I know that Medicaid and Medicare are important to a lot of people, but like, it's a fucked system anyway. This is only going to radicalize people towards the left, in my opinion. Like, the only natural you either are already transphobic or you're on the fence if you're not just an ally, right? You're on the fence. What are you on the fence about? Now you're going to start to see people literally not be able to express themselves in really stupid ways that you think are like inconsequential because of what things like, not everything is about like expression. You're going to have like Eddie Izzard come to this country and protest. Like, you're going to have protests everywhere. Nobody will be on the side of this. It's like, this is... And then to make the healthcare system even less beneficial if someone really needs like hormone therapy for something that isn't gender related, but they happen to be fucking, it's someone that needs a hysterectomy that's also trans or like non-binary or something, but they have like a vagina and they don't want like HRT. They don't even want like surgery for anything, but they can't get this care. So like stuff like this happens, and then also you have like trans famous people that exist, like that are all over the place, and you have trans people in power all over the place, and like gay people, and like it's just out of the bag. They can't stop this. They literally cannot stop these people from existing. It's impossible. It's over for them. Like, conservatives never win. Ever. They never win. They only have short-term W's where we got to fucking scrape and claw everything back. We just got to get rid of them, bro. We just got to get rid of them. Dude, I saw, not to alarm you, I saw like bird flu, H1N1. Was it H1? Maybe it's a different H4. I don't know. Whatever one bird flu is. Mutated a little bit into the like chests of like a muskrat or something, which is apparently important. And these guys are going to still be on their anti-mask shit. That disease kills half of all people who get it. Look, they're dying, bro. They're going to fucking jump off. They're going to lemmings this shit into dry drowning. H1N5? Maybe that was it. Can you imagine? They're just going to be fucking dying in droves, bro. Ain't no way.
Will support the creation of
Boomer remover to the boomer. The reboomering. I don't know, dude. I don't know why these people, like... I really don't understand what their motivations are ever. Like, it's all, they're just chasing the next thing to grab power. Really just a power grab. I mean, for Trump, obviously. But I don't understand, like, it's only the effectiveness of propaganda. It really is. It's just how effective propaganda is in the West.
Private right of action.
Hatred is fomented, though. Hatred doesn't exist naturally. You don't naturally hate somebody you don't even fucking know about. You hate people because someone else told you to.
For victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich.
I'm so surprised this guy hasn't been clapped yet. Not that I would endorse that, but I'm just surprised. He just creates so much fucking animosity. Really shocked that no one's decided to.
At the expense of vulnerable
like it never even
patients.
happened. I don't know. Maybe it's because people think the military is like.
We
perfect.
will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher
the one on the left is that crazy? I don't know.
Or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding. As part of our new credential...
Sex discrimination for acknowledging someone's transness is wild stuff. Thought police. Yeah, thought police.
Right. Body for
freedom. Anybody like freedom? Anybody? Like freedom of expression? Nah, fuck that.
We will promote positive education about the nuclear family.
Yeah, we already listened to this part.
To assume a gender which is new. Identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. Mm-hmm. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. This madness will end. Thank you very much.
This madness will end because I tell people they can't do it. Definitely that will stop people from doing it. No, of course not. Nah, all of you will exist still in the same exact way.
It has to do.
They're literally in 1984. Nah, fuck this guy. No. I reject it. You don't have to listen to any of this stuff. This is all bullshit. It's literally just bullshit. No, you're not. Try it. It's all gonna burn. Try it and it burns, bitch. Literally. It'll all burn. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about the short-term people that will be harmed. I'm not worried about it long-term. Fuck those people. It really doesn't have viability in it. You can't simply stop people from expressing themselves. They're going to do it. It's going to become look, it's already been a counterculture forever. It's out of the bag. Most people are fucking fine with it. Most people don't give a fuck. It's like 25 to 30% of people that are really fucking upset about it. And those people are Fox News viewers. And they're usually hyper online Q people too. Like, normal fucking folks don't give a shit. You go out to the country and they have trans people in their families. They're all dying. They're all old. And they all deserve to be estranged from their families, dude. They all deserve lonely deaths. The boomers are a fucking cancer. I can't wait until we excise them from our planet. Literally everything will be better. Not even a joke. So all their generational wealth is gone, right? Obviously. It either gets passed down to people or dissolved into the system. Jobs open up. Your cost of living is going to go down. The only thing that keeps America from really flourishing is corporations. I mean, and obviously Republican